Okay, so I have identified this Turkish Super League match, or Super League it's not the French league, Turkish League, basically the Turkish Premier League. I've identified this match here, Hatayspor and Malatyaspor, excuse the pronunciations, and this is the match that I'm going to choose to show you how you can go from a small amount of starting money to a little bit more, and I'll show. So essentially we're going to use the match odds market on the Betfair website to generate profit from an initial amount that we are going to be using the match odds market to generate some money. We are going to do this using what's known as lay the draw. So for those of you who are brand new to Betfair Sports trading, football trading, for those of you who have maybe heard about it, friends and family have maybe mentioned it, but you're not too sure about what it all means, this is the type of video for you. Okay, I'm going to be explaining through the videos that are going to be coming out just how, as a beginner, you can get into Betfair trading, and you can basically go from one amount of money to another amount of money, preferably an increase in the new amount of money, just by using your laptop. Okay, so I'm just talking here because we've got a few more minutes before the half kicks off. For more information about what you can find on my channel, please check the description box below and have a look at my channel. Look through some of the content that's on there. It's a brand new channel. It's all about using what you have to make what you want, and we're going to do this via sports trading, specifically football trading, although I may do some videos about horses and other sports, tennis, in future. Right now we're sticking with the football. If you like what you see, want to know more, click the like button down below. Don't forget to subscribe as well, and you will be kept up to date with when new videos come out. So lay the draw, what is that all about? So again, we've got here match odds. You can see on the screen it's saying back all here, which we're not going to back all, but this is basically the back odds. So if we're saying that Hatayspor is going to win, we would back them, and the odds are saying here 2.98. If we are saying that Malatyaspor, you have to again excuse my pronunciations, are going to win, then we can back them here at odds of 3.35, and if we're saying that it's a draw, we can back them at 2.7. Where it's saying lay all, lay is basically the opposite to the back. It is the yin, it's the yang to the yin. Okay, so what that means here is Hatayspor, if we're saying that yes, they're going to win. If we're going to lay instead, we're saying they're not going to win. Okay, the same if we were to lay Hatayspor, we're saying no, they're not going to win. Now what we're focusing on today in this video is laying the draw. So we are saying that there is not going to be a draw. So as we can see, we've just gone into live play. So I'm going to go in here at the moment with a £5 stake. Okay, so I'm putting in £5 back stake. You can see the odds have just dropped to 2.7. I'm going to drop them down to 2.7. I will get matched for that. Liability £8.50. Place and confirm bets. So I want to get that bet in, get myself into the market, and then I will carry on explaining what exactly we're doing here. All right. This is going to be a full-length video. I will skip ahead, so you don't have to. I'm not going to be talking for 45 minutes, so I will skip ahead. But I just want to use this point in time to give you, if you are a beginner and very, very new to sports trading on Betfair, I wanted to give you a little bit more in-depth knowledge about what it is we're doing. So just to explain what's happened there. We started off just before we went into the second half. The lay odds were at 2.72, I believe. And then we've gone in play to the second half, and now the odds are moving slightly. So why have we said that we think that it's not going to be a draw? And are we planning to stay in this for the full 45 minutes? Does it really matter if it isn't a draw or not? Okay. One thing I want to make clear is what we're doing here is sports trading. Okay, we are not gambling. We are not doing, traditional, go to the bookies, put a bet on for the favourite team to win. We're not doing that. We don't care what happens at the end result, okay? The purpose of this, we are trading, okay? And what are we trading? We are trading the odds, okay? So the expectation on lay the draw is that the match will not finish a draw. As you can see, if either team wins, we will make £5 at this point. And if it is a draw, then we will lose £8.50. So £8.50 is how much we are risking at the moment. All right. Now what we want is for a goal to go in, because if a goal goes in, it makes either one of these more likely to happen. Yes, so if Hatayspor score a goal, it means that they are more likely to win the match because they're one goal up. And if Malatyaspor score a goal, it means they are more likely to win the match because they're a goal up, in theory. So we want a goal to go in. Now, when that happens, we will see a movement in the odds here. Okay, and ideally, if we've backed it, let's just say we've backed it at 2.7 because that's what we've done, we want the back odds to go above 2.7, and if that happens, we will be in profit. You can see at the moment the back odds are lower than 2.7 and we are not in profit. Yeah, now I want to look at why did I stake £5? Why did I do it at 2.7? You know, why did I choose this match? How do you know which matches to choose? Okay, this is a fully in-depth thing which I will explain in upcoming videos. You do not just choose a random match. There is work that goes into knowing which matches that you are going to enter into. So you'll also see at the top of my tab here that I've got Sky Bet, the Sky Bet website open. Now the reason why I use the Sky Bet website is because it also shows you statistics, in-play statistics, okay? And it said to me before we went into the second half that there were essentially 3 shots on target, and it told me that there were 3 shots off target as well, giving me basically in-play statistics. All right, that suggested to me, along with a couple of other things, that there is likely to be a goal in this match. All right, now it's really important that you do not just choose a random match. You have to do the homework behind where they are in the league position, the average goals that they score, the average time that the goals are scored, what their home form's like, what their away form's like. You are studying the teams, because at the end of the day, we potentially could lose £8.50. Now our intention is not to, and I'll show you how we make sure we don't. In most cases, sometimes we do need to. That's just the way it goes, but I'll explain that in other videos. But initially we do have to put, you don't get something for nothing, all right? So in theory we have to risk this £8.50 in order to make 5. But in reality we're not necessarily going to just risk that as it stands, because we have done the research. We've we've looked at previous matches. There's something's happened there. There's a free kick. Someone from the Hatayspor team's just gotten booked. We're expecting there to be a match. We're expecting there to be a goal. As this scoreline stays the same, the odds will drop on the draw, meaning that it's becoming more and more likely for it to finish a draw. Okay, now that can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing, and this is why it's important that whilst you are doing any trade, especially if it's you're new to this, you are learning how things work and how things are going, it's important that you stay engaged in the trade. It's not one of those ones that you can walk away from, because as I said before, and I'll continue to say, we are not gambling here, we are trading, guys. So whilst this match is developing, I'm going to be looking at my in-play statistics, excuse me, just to see what's happening. If you are able, so now we've got a goal here, we've got a goal. So as you can see, Malatyaspor have scored a goal. Our cash out options has just sort of greyed out here, and you can see there's some movement with the odds. You can see that the back odds are now going up. All right, so I'm going to refresh. So basically here the odds are just figuring themselves out. Now, as you can see, the profit has gone up to £1.38. So there's a couple of things that you can do here, guys. You can actually cash out once this is evened off, which it looks as though it's going to do around about the maybe 4.55 mark. Once this is evened off, you can actually cash out here and take that money and leave. You would have kept your £8.50 and you would have made whatever this green is here on top. Yeah, so, and that's for literally 8 minutes. 8 minutes, you've made £1.61. That's what you could do. Or another thing you could do is you could lock in profit. So you could remove your liability completely, so you're no longer risking £8.50, and you can play with what's known as a free bet. So to just show you very quickly how to do that, you can see I've just clicked on backing the draw now. The odds have gone up to 4.3. The odds are still moving, but I could probably get matched at 4.3. So if I put the £5 in, which is what I started out with, I'm basically going to remove all of my liability. It means that I make nothing if either team wins, and it also means that if it is a draw, that's my phone ringing, I'll make £8. But for the purposes of this, I'm going to cash out now for £1.57 profit, and I'll let that just match. You can see the odds are fluctuating again, so it means something else is going to happen soon. So I'm just going to refresh that. Apologies about that, my phone rang in the background, guys. And yeah, so there we go. So we've managed to cash that out. Now just going to scroll down my screen, so you can see here it says your cash out was successful. It's showing the profit of £1.78. Now what it's also showing here, let me close my open bet because I didn't put that in. Right, so what it's showing here now is if Malatyaspor continue to lead this match all the way to actually winning the match, I will make £1.71. Alternatively, if Hatayspor come back and win the match, I'll make £1.71. Or if Hatayspor come back and it finishes to be a draw, you know, either 1-1 or 2-2, whatever, it's a draw, I'll make £2.03. So I could leave this as it is, happy in the notion that the minimum I'll walk away with is £1.71, but I could make £2.03. Or I could say I'm done with this match now, I can take the £1.78, and then you can see basically regardless of what happens I will make £1.78. So you can either wait it out, see if that can increase up to 180 as time goes on, it may do, or you can just press it again and you'll see that this will change to £1.78, 8 and 9. There we go. So I know in the space of, I've been recording for 17 minutes exactly now, and in 12 minutes I've made £1.78. risking £8.50 at the beginning. There's so much more I can tell you in relation to where the odds were likely to move to, what would have happened if Hatayspor had scored first. There's so much more, guys. So if you are remotely interested in this, click like to let me know you liked this video. Please click subscribe so that you can be kept notified with the notification bell of all my other videos. And if you've got any questions, please put them down below, because then that helps me to know what kind of videos to make for you. So last thing I'm just going to say, I entered the market with odds at 2.72. yeah, so I bought shares, there's another way to look at it, bought shares for 2.72, sold them for 4.2, pocketed the difference. So that was a very useful 12 minutes of my time. Guys, if you like the video, you know what to do. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you on the next one.